All right, everyone. Welcome to the Engaged Student Employment informational session. My name is Edson O'Neill, and I am the Student Employment and JLD Coordinator. My role here with the Center for Career and Professional Development is to help advise students on how to navigate and understand how to locate and apply for jobs on campus. I also work with part-time employers that's offering part-time jobs, and also work and help oversee our community federal work study-based program in which we work with community sites and able to recruit students to work there using the federal work study. One area that I was tasked to complete and work on for this year is to develop a professional development program for student employees to take part in to kind of help them with some form of professional development and in which they can earn a badge or a certificate to showcase that they've completed this program. So with the help of our lovely learning innovator, Abby, who was great in helping me work on this program, really developing learning outcomes and different ways for us to kind of really engage with this, we decided to come up with the program called the Engaged Student Employment Model. Now, the name came from a program that the Career Center was already using. This was a program they were doing years ago, and the program kind of stopped. So think of this as a form of a revival for this program. So with this program, students will be able to partake in professional development opportunities to really help them enhance their student employee experience and will help them to kind of develop those skills and to get that support and guidance that they felt that they never really had or have or it's in there. And these are just ways to kind of help them really unfold and kind of help them really to showcase and learn their skills. So without further ado, I would like to show you the Canvas course that was developed, the Engaged Student Employment. So this is where students will be enrolled in order to start and complete and work on the Engaged Student Employment. So once they're enrolled, they have their home welcome page. So it'll have a course welcome. It'll talk about what is Engaged Student Employment, ESE for short. It'll talk about the benefits for student employees and benefits for supervisors for your employees. The course structure that we decided to go with is in support of our NACE career competencies. Those competencies are career and self-development, critical thinking, leadership, team building, technology and AI, communication, equity and inclusion, and professionalism. We added a financial resource tab as we wanted to have something to kind of help them understand and engage some activities in regards to financial literacy. So the structure is there as well. So I'd like to take you through the modules so that you can see what the modules will look like. So as you see, there's a getting started module to kind of help them go over a quick overview. And then each module, as you can see, is designed for them to into detail as far as going over each career competency. So as you can see, there's a career self-development tab, then there's a communication module, a critical thinking module, a financial resources module, and so on and so on and so on. I would like to take you through one of the modules so you can see what the students will be actually going through within the modules. I'm actually going to show you from the student perspective. So we're going to view it as a student. Okay, so as they go into the module, you will see the module overview, which goes over what the module is, what the career competency they're going over, and what's the learning outcome we hope to achieve at the end of this module. Next, they will be taken to where they can view a LinkedIn learning video for that actual module and activity. So they'll be able to view this LinkedIn learning video and learn from actual experts that are going to be discussing and going over areas within that particular area, right? Once they finish their LinkedIn learning video, then they'll be taken to a critical thinking activity in which they'll be kind of taking what we like to call a reflection summary. And in this reflection summary, it will ask them questions and asking them kind of what they gather from the video. What are some takeaways? Did you view things differently after watching the video? Like different things to really help them think about what they gathered and learn from watching the video. After taking that, they'll have the opportunity to take part in a critical thinking scenario. So they'll be given a certain scenario and what they'll have to kind of review, and they kind of have to think through how they're going to go through this certain scenario, right? They'll have some discussion questions that they'll have to answer and review, and we'll be able to discuss in some of the groups that they'll be put in regards to kind of going over how they will handle and deal with this certain scenario. From there, they'll be able to take a quick NIST competency assessment tool, and this will help them assess where they are in regards to that specific career competency. What are their strengths? What are areas that that will recommend that they kind of work on, or what are something that they feel that they can improve on in the future as well. So they'll be able to kind of see where they are critically in regards to each specific this career competency. And then finally, the final piece of the module is what we like to call the supervisor stop. This is going to be critical with you all as supervisors to really meet with your student employee to review what they gathered from the module, what did they learn, what are ways you can help them in supporting them in whatever they gathered from the video and what areas they need to work on, improve on, what are their strengths. We actually have discussion questions that can be geared towards the conversation. Obviously, you don't have to use these discussion questions verbatim, but it's just a way to kind of guide you and help you with your supervisor stop conversation in regards to their experience in the module. Even though the student employees will be the one really going through these modules, you all will be added as observers so that you can really kind of monitor and see how your student employees are doing, as well as we want you to be a part of their journey as well, going through this as well. So just something to keep you mindful of. And you all as supervisors are important just as much with this program as well as the students going through this program. So we really wanted to have you all really be a part of this process and really be supportive and really be part of the student's journey as they're going through this professional development opportunity. As they go through all the modules and they complete all the tasks, all the LinkedIn learning videos, the different scenarios, they'll have some activities to complete. They'll have workshops to attend. So each module will have them doing different activities to kind of help them gain that, to kind of really reflect and really assess what they're learning throughout the module. Once they are completion of all the modules throughout this program, they will be awarded an Engaged Student Employment Badge. This badge will be like their certificate or their way of showing that they have completed this program, okay? So think of it when you're going through like a boot camp program or you're going through some professional development training, you're given a certificate, an award, a badge, or something that showcases that you achieved this certification, that you went through this certain program to achieve this. So we wanted to get them something to award them for going through this program. We'll have information to help them, to guide them on how they can place it on their LinkedIn, how they can showcase it, how they can showcase this experience on their resume, and so on and stuff like that. So they can have that, they'll be able to share that experience with their colleagues and with employers as they want to share their experiences, okay? So in regards to when this program is starting, we're going to have this program open and starting pretty much in the spring semester. When it comes to enrolling your students, there isn't really no deadline to when students could be enrolled, but we are asking that if you are going to have your student employees be a part of this Engaged Student Employment Program, that you would recommend to get them enrolled in the beginning of the semester, because we're going to allow them to have the whole semester to work on this. Just because they have different workshops and activities to get done, it might be hard to get it done within a week or so time frame. So we wanted to give students that buffer to be able to have that time to work on going through the course, the materials, the workshops, and anything that's required for them to work on in regards to this program. So we ask that you ask to get them enrolled into the program early in the semester so they can have that time to really work on it through the whole time frame. So if a student's interested in pursuing this professional development program and they want to start in maybe mid to late March, early April, I don't think they'll be able to really get that full, really blown experience than someone else that got enrolled in maybe January, February. So something to keep in mind of, as well as if you're interested in enrolling your students into this Engaged Student Employment Program. In regards to time frame, as far as the time allotted for them to work on it, students will be allowed to work on it on their free time, but we do ask that during their times when they're in the office working, that summertime is allotted to working on this as well. Think about it as staff and employees as ourselves when we are doing some professional development, or if we're watching training or we're doing videos, most of the times they're done during our working hours. So kind of giving your student employees that same kind of grace as well. If you're asking for a recommendation on how many hours to allow your students to work on this throughout a week, I know typically most students work maybe 20 hours during the week, so maybe allotting maybe 4 to maybe 6 hours during that time of the week that they're able to work on it. But obviously that'll be up to you and the time that's allotted, because depending on what your student employees have to work on projects, don't want them to get in the way of that as well. So moving forward with next steps, Abby or myself will be posting a link in the chat, and with that link, it will have the Engaged Student Employment Interest form. You will send that form over to your student employees and they will fill that out. Please have them fill it out in its entirety. Once these forms are received, they will be surely enrolled into the Engaged Student Employment course in which they'll be able to begin. This is something that's being revived and being started. So as we are moving forward, getting students added, getting everyone involved and really moving forward with this, it might be a bumpy road in the beginning, but we're all going to learn together. Myself and the team really believes in this program, and we really believe that this will really help enhance the student employment experience for our students, as well for supervisors as well. So we definitely are asking for your buy-in and really to support our office as well as the student employees for our campus to really help them provide that experience. So I thank you all for attending this session and enjoy the rest of your day.